alright boys and girls, I hope you're having a lovely day. Okay, today guys, I want to be doing a big sort of pack opening, I suppose. There's a ton of packages I need to open, so yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to this one, guys. It's almost like Christmas. Now, in terms of video games here, guys, there's only actually one video game that I ordered. A lot of this stuff is like stuff from video games, but none of it is actually video games except for one. We've got a cheeky little CeX lottery to do, guys, and it is a game that I just never see it. Like, I do see it, but I don't see this exact version, so I took to ordering it, and I'm hoping they haven't messed it up. My gut feeling is telling me they may have messed up with this order, so yeah, I don't know. I hope they haven't, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I'll do that one at the end. But yeah, as for the rest of the stuff, guys, yeah, it's just a lot of stuff here, and it's exciting stuff mostly, but yeah, it's not actual video games. Anyway, guys, we will start off with this first package here. This one is actually incredibly boring. It's not super exciting at all. This one is from Amazon, so I know exactly what it is because I remember ordering it. It's in a thing, so I'll have to unpackage that. Here it is then, guys. It is an air duster. Now, the reason I bought this is if you guys watched the last video, I obviously bought that 360, and it's incredibly loud. Like, when I was hearing it, it was just roaring like a jet engine. I don't really know how to open the 360 without messing it up, and I obviously don't want to do that because it wasn't cheap. I mean, I can get my warranty for it, but no, I don't want to break it. So I just bought one of these, guys, and I'm pretty sure you just spray it and it clears out the dust. So I'm going to spray that on the fan and hope that it quiets down the 360. So yeah, I'll use that a little bit later on, guys. I did warn you it was a bit of a boring purchase, but it needed to be done. Okay, guys, this next one is actually on the opposite side of the spectrum. I have opened it because it wasn't cheap, and I just wanted to make sure it wasn't broken or something, because, you know, I didn't want to lose my money. So yeah, I wanted to open just to make sure it's okay. Now, I'm not going to tell you guys that I was disappointed with this purchase, but given the amount that I spent on it, I was expecting a little bit more. Oh shit, it's broken. How have I managed that? I've broken it. You got to be having a laugh. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Real? How has that happened? I must have, like, dropped the box. Anyway, guys, let me show you what it actually is. It is a Resident Evil 3 custom-made, like, Jill figure. I spent, like, 100+ quid on this, and I've managed to break the fucking leg off of it. I'm not too worried, guys. I mean, I will just super glue that, but it's just incredibly ironic that I talk about breaking it, and I've broken it. Like, me. It wasn't the person that broke it. This was me, because I opened it, and I got it out, and I had a look, and I was like, okay. And then I put it back in the box, because I wanted to show you guys, but I must have dropped that box or done something to it, you know, in that time period. And that's super annoying, guys, but yeah, I'll just super glue it. It's not the end of the world. I'm not too worried. I'm not like a super pristine person when it comes to that sort of thing. Hopefully I don't mess up the super glue. Anyway, the reason I was slightly disappointed, guys, is I spent like £110 on this. It's like a custom made Jill figure from Resident Evil 3, and yeah, I just expected it to be a bit bigger and a little bit more detailed. It's cool, it is very cool, but yeah, £110 for that is a bit much. Yeah, I was scrolling through eBay, guys, and I was looking for like Jill figures, and it's really hard to find stuff from Resident Evil 3, which is my favorite of all the Jill games. I like Resident Evil 1, of course, but Resident Evil 3, I just love Jill in that game. But all of her figures, like just every single one, is just incredibly expensive. Finding a cheap Jill figure is, you know, it's going to be cheap for a reason. It's usually from the remake as well, which I'm not a massive fan of. Anyway, point is, guys, I saw this and it was 110 quid, and I thought, oh, it's pretty cool. It's kind of like, it's almost like polygonal, so it's got like the sort of the PS1 aesthetic. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I thought, you know what, that looks really, really cool. I'm gonna give that a go. I'm gonna purchase that, even though it's super expensive, and now I've broken it. But anyway, but yeah, it was just when I opened it, I thought, well, it's cool, but is that worth 110 quid? Like, I felt like I'd overpaid a little bit. Nonetheless, though, boys, I am pretty happy with the purchase. Like, it is still really cool. I'm annoyed I've broken it, but yeah, nonetheless, it is what it is. Like I said, I will get that fixed. It's just incredibly stupid, though, how I broke it. Because, like I said, I unboxed it and everything, and it was all good. And I put it back in the box to show you guys, and I've broken it in that process. Oh, fucking hell. Anyway, guys, you might be wondering why I bought that in the first place. Well, first of all, it's super cool. You know, it's Jill from Resident Evil 3. That's awesome. But the main reason I bought it, guys, is I'm working on a big sort of like Resident Evil display, if you like. For those that don't know, I really want to go for a full Resident Evil set. I literally want to own every single Resident Evil game. Not every single variant, but just every single game, like one copy of each. I think I'm about 6 games away from doing that full set, guys, so I think I need, and annoyingly they're all really expensive, but yeah, I need Deadly Alliance on DS, which isn't cheap. I need Survivor, I need Survivor 2, I need Outbreak 2, and I need Dead Aim. Oh, and Resident Evil, wait, is that 7? Hold on, Resident Evil Survivor, Resident Evil Survivor 2, Outbreak 2, Deadly Alliance, and then Resident Evil Gaiden, and which is really, that's crazy. That's over £100 for a Game Boy game, and Dead Aim. I think it's 6, guys, but my counting's bad. Anyway, I need quite a few games, guys, to still complete that set, but yeah, we'll get them in due time. Also, super annoyingly, I had an opportunity to pick up Resident Evil Dead Aim, not once, but twice. I saw it back in Taunton a few years ago, and it was about £18, and it didn't have the manual, so I left it, because at the same time, the CEX copy of it was 18 quid, and I thought, might as well get it from CEX if I'm going to pay, you know, like, the same price for it. I don't mind buying games without the manual, but I don't want to pay the same amount of money if it doesn't have the manual. I like to get things cheaper without the manual. Anyway, so I left it behind, but it's gone up in price now. It's like 25 quid, so I wish I'd bought it, but then I saw it again quite recently. I saw it in CEX, and I didn't buy it, and I'm just like fucking kicking myself now. They had Rumble Roses on PS2, and they had Resident Evil Dead Aim, and I chose Rumble Roses because I never see it, and I do see Resident Evil Dead Aim occasionally, but I wish I just bought them both. Anyway, guys, point is, I want to have a really, really cool Resident Evil display with all of the Resident Evil games. I'll show you exactly how I've got the display in a minute, but yeah, I just bought loads of cool Resident Evil stuff to really jazz it up, and that Jill obviously was meant to jazz it up a bit, and it will once I fix the leg. Right then, guys, this next one I'm not too sure what this is. I'm assuming it's more Resident Evil stuff. It's come in this. It was packaged, but I unpackaged the package because it had my address on it. So yeah, we've got like a dog food box that it came in, which is kind of cool. I'll probably keep this box myself because it looks like a decent box. But anyway, let's have a look at what we've got. Alright, guys, it appears we have got some Funko Pops. Now, for those that don't know, I am a big fan of Funko Pops. I know a lot of people hate on them, but I personally think they're pretty damn cool. Now, I will have one bad thing to say about Funko Pops, guys. The Resident Evil line is so fucking expensive. Every single one, pretty much, is pricey. I really wanted to get a Resident Evil Leon, like from Resident Evil 4, because Leon is my favorite character. 100+ quid unboxed. That is nonsense. Anyway, guys, I bought a couple here. They were both together, unboxed for 50 quid, which, I mean, it's not a great price, but yeah, considering, like, Resident Evil Funko Pops are just really expensive, it's not terrible. So the first one we got then, boys, is the Licker, which I think looks pretty damn awesome. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that one. So yeah, that's gonna look real nice. And the second one is the one that I mainly wanted. This was like the reason I bought this bundle. It is a Resident Evil Nemesis one, and look at how fucking cool that is. I love Nemesis, guys. Like, Nemesis is just the coolest enemy in all of Resident Evil, and that Funko Pop to me looks bloody awesome. He's got the RPG, his face looks cool. That's sick. Okay, so 50 quid for those two. Is that overpriced? Most definitely, but that's just what they go for, and I did really want to get a couple of them. If I can get a Leon one for cheap, I definitely will get that, but I'm not paying 100 quid for that. That is just crazy. Okay, guys, this next one is very soft, and I believe it is a plushie. I might be mistaken. It was actually a really good price for this. Like, it was not cheap, but it wasn't as much as I thought it would be. And what we've got, guys, is another Nemesis one. So yeah, you guys can see I'm a big fan of Nemesis. I particularly like Resident Evil 3. My favorite of all time is Resident Evil 4, but for me, like, in terms of like aesthetics and everything, there's nothing better than Resident Evil 3 to me. There's just something about Nemesis's design as well as Jill's costume in that game. I just really love. I mean, I'm wearing a Resident Evil 3 bloody t-shirt. You guys can tell I love some Resident Evil 3. So yeah, there we go then, guys. We've got a little bit of Nemesis going on, so that's going to look super nice on my little display. Then we got one more Resident Evil package, guys. It is another figure, I believe. Here we go then, fellas. I was really happy with this one. A Resident Evil figure. So this is NECA, I believe, and NECA make really good figures. And yeah, this was I think £18 boxed, which I thought was a really good price because, like I said, NECA make really, really good figures. I think I'm going to keep this one boxed, guys, because I can hang it up and it'll look super nice. But yeah, that one's really cool to me. You got the dog and the zombie. So yeah, I was really happy with that purchase. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with all my purchases. I mean, the Jill one, like I said, I overpaid on that massively. I shouldn't have paid all that money, but it just, I'll show you guys the picture of what I saw, because it was like, basically this person makes custom made figures and it looks so fucking cool from the picture. It's not bad, but yeah, £110, I just thought it would be bigger and more cooler. I don't know, I just thought it would be a bit better. I also didn't think it would be so bloody fragile. Still annoyed. Still annoyed that I fucking broke the thing. Right, I need to stop complaining about that one, guys. We've got still one more thing to open, guys, and it's a video game, so you guys have been waiting for this one. So yeah, like I said, guys, I've got a feeling that CEX might mess this one up because, well, you guys will see and we'll explain. Hopefully they haven't messed it up, though. I might need a knife. Nah, just get in there. Get your hands in there. There There we go. Lads, they haven't messed it up. Oh, thank the heavens. Thank the heavens they haven't messed it up. Well, at least I don't think they've messed it up. They haven't messed up what I thought they would mess up anyway. Let's just double check. It's complete. I swear I ordered this incomplete. Anyway, guys, the game in question is loaded for the PS1. Now, in terms of condition, it's a bit weird. There's, like, something going on the side there. If I can't really see because of the light, but I might have to give this one a clean up because I'm not really sure what that is. It looks like mist, but I don't know, that's weird. Anyway, the reason I'm confused, guys, is because it's missing a disc, which, I mean, I'm guessing that's not the playable disc because there's a disc here. But yeah, also, I ordered this one without manual. We've got not one but two manuals, so I am, like, proper confused right now. My assumption is, guys, that they have said that it's no manual because it's missing that disc, and my assumption is that disc is like a soundtrack or something. I really don't know. That's just a weird one. But yeah, the reason I thought CeX were going to mess this one up, guys, is I thought this was going to come as a platinum. This game is really, really common, guys, but specifically the platinum version. I see the platinum one in almost every CeX. I've never seen it black label, ever. It's a game I've wanted for a really long time, guys, and yeah, I just never see it as a black label. And in fact, I remember, you guys might remember this video, but when I did the CeX video on my birthday, I went to CeX specifically for this game because they said that they had it black label online. When I got to CeX, it was a platinum copy. I asked the guy at the till, have you got it black label? And they said he didn't. So yeah, they messed it up. And I thought they were going to send me a platinum one. They haven't sent me a platinum one, guys. They've sent me a black label one in iffy condition, but I'm hoping I can clean it up. Also, I want to find out what the hell that disc is, because that's confusing to me. Yeah, when it comes to platinums, guys, I'll be totally honest, I usually don't mind buying games platinum. I'm completely okay with it, especially on like the PS2, because most of my collection is all jumbled up. I've got tons of platinums and they're all mixed in there. So yeah, and like PS3, I could not give a flying fuck because the side art, it's all over the place with the PS3. But yeah, when it comes to the PS1, guys, I do care a little bit more because I've got it super nice and sexy. Like, I've got the platinums on one side and then the non-platinums on another, and it looks real nice. I don't mind buying a platinum so long as the sequels to the game are also platinum. So I've actually brought some examples here. We've got the Spyro trilogy, so that's all the Spyro games on PS1. I've got them all platinum, so I'm completely cool with that. But if the sequels, like let's say Spyro 3 was a non-platinum, I'd have to get them all non-platinum so it would look nice on the shelf. When it comes to Loaded, guys, there is a sequel called Reloaded, which I don't believe got a platinum, so I specifically wanted the black label one because otherwise I'd have Loaded platinum and then Reloaded non-platinum. It would look shit. So yeah, that's why I wanted this game black label, guys, but it's really hard to find black label. As a platinum, the most common game on earth. I see it in every CeX. Non-platinum, not so much. But yeah, like I said, the condition of that one's a bit iffy, so I'll give it a clean up. I'll find out about what that disc is because that's gonna annoy me, just having an empty disc slot with nothing in there. But yeah, I ordered this no manual, guys, because I'm not bothered about manuals. Like, even if you can save some money, like if it's the same price without manual, that bothers me. But yeah, if I'm paying like less, and I think it was like £6 cheaper without the manual, then I'll buy it no manual. But it came with manuals, guys, so I'm assuming that they just basically called it no manual because the disc is missing, which is strange. Like, they usually just wouldn't accept it, you know, they wouldn't accept the trade-in. I'm surprised they did take this one in, guys, because when I've tried to trade in PS1 before, the CeX is super fussy. They won't take it if it's like cracked or anything, and this one's got fucking loads of, it looks like fucking someone's spunk on the side of it. Like, it's white. Like, what is that all about? So yeah, we're gonna have to like either replace the case or clean it up or do something. Yeah, it's on the side there too. It looks like someone's put paint on it. Like, I don't know what that's all about. It's a weird one, guys. We'll have to look into further detail. There's a chance I might send that back. I'm not too sure. But I might not, because it's super hard to find. So yeah, that's everything I've ordered, guys. Overall, I'm happy with most of these purchases. But yeah, before we end today's episode, I do want to play a little bit of Loaded, because I've been wanting to play this game for a long time now. I also want to give you guys a bit of a sneak peek on the Resident Evil area. I want to show you guys exactly how that looks. So yeah, let's jump into it. You're a crazy dog, you know that? You're a bleeding lunatic, you are. Right, I've got to record this now, Fred. All right, be good, boy. Be good. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you guys the Resident Evil area, but just before I do, I need to specify that I have already recorded this, and I didn't turn my fucking microphone on. So I recorded all of this, which wasn't, you know, that much effort, but also I've been playing this for like 20 odd minutes, and yeah, I didn't have my microphone on, so basically I've got to re-record the whole thing again. I'll probably only play Loaded for a couple of minutes just to show you guys the gameplay. It's actually really fun. But anyway, let's go through the Resident Evil area, which I've completely trashed because, you know, you guys won't know because I fucking already recorded it, but I haven't got audio. Anyway, guys, let's start off from the bottom, okay? So at the bottom, we've got my God of War collections. That's all the God of War games. I believe that's every single one. Lads, I'm trying to show you the Yakuza games, but my dog is, well, he thinks it's playtime. When it's not, it's Yakuza time. Anyway, there's all my Yakuza games, guys. I don't have all the Yakuza games yet. I've got Yakuza 1, I've got Yakuza Kiwami, Kiwami 2, 0, 4, 5 and 6 are remasters. I've got Judgment. Anyway, a bunch of Yakuza games, but I need quite a few of the spin-off ones, like Dead Souls. Through the middle, guys, I've got my Tony Hawk's games. You guys know, I'm doing this, by the way. I'm playing tug of war with my dog whilst I show you guys this. But yeah, you guys know that I love Tony Hawk's. Right, go fetch. Good boy. So yeah, I've got all these Tony Hawk's games. Some of these are kind of shit, like this one, for example. It's bad, but it's Tony Hawk's, I've got it. Then on the right-hand side, guys, we've got the Metal Gear Solid collection. There's still quite a few Metal Gear Solid games I do want to pick up. And then we've got the Silent Hill games. There's a lot of Silent Hill games, but a lot of them aren't very good, or at least I don't really like them. So I've just got the ones I like, which is the first 3, and we've also got Shattered Memories, which I think is really good, and we've got the remake of the second one. Anyway, guys, we come over to the Resident Evil Shrine, okay, and we've got this Resident Evil poster, which I got from the Retro Gaming Market in London. It only cost like a couple of quid, so I got it framed, and it looks super nice. Then we've got some rubber ducks here, guys, which is pretty cool. Nemesis one there. These were so cheap. These were on clearance in-game, I believe. We've got the merchant there. They were like a $5 each. And then over here, guys, we've got all the games, and a few of them out here, which I pulled out to show you guys, but again, I wasn't recording with the microphone, so Resident Evil 4 Steelbook, we got the original there, which I would like to get like the proper copy of this. This is like the budget sort of one, but I got this for such a good price that I just couldn't say no. So yeah, maybe one day we'll get the better version, but yeah, it's the same game at the end of the day. The 3DS ones are there, guys. We've got obviously the remake of the 4th one. We got Village. We've got 7, 5, 4. Yeah, this one here. Oh, fucking hell. Let's not get it out. But yeah, Resident Evil 4. Obviously, I've got the PS2 version. This I bought originally because I wanted to stream it. And at the time, I didn't have a streaming setup for PS2. So yeah, I bought that instead. So yeah, I don't particularly need Resident Evil 4 there because I mean, I've got the remake. I've got the PS2 one. But yeah, if I want to ever stream that game, it is easier to do it on the PS5. Anyway, we've got 3 remake, 2 remake. We got the Origins collection, which is 1 remake and 0. So I don't have them on the GameCube, but yeah, we've got them here, so it doesn't really matter. Then we got Operation Raccoon City, which I've heard is shit, but I haven't played it yet. We've got Outbreak, we've got Code Veronica, and we've got the Wii games, and then we got 3 and 2, which again aren't supposed to be there. They're supposed to be there, but yeah, we'll sort it out, boys. It's a bit untidy at the minute, as you can see, because I've just been wrecking it. But yeah, we're gonna get all of these figures out, guys. I'm gonna hang that up, I think, there. I don't know where the Nemesis plush is gonna go. I don't know where Jill's gonna go. I don't know where the Funkos are gonna go, but we'll figure it out, boys, and we'll make it look super nice. Anyway, guys, let's show you a little bit of Loaded. Like I said, I did actually do like 20 minutes of gameplay, but I didn't have my mic on. I was recording, but no microphone, so it would just be silent, which is not exactly ideal. I'm hoping you guys can see the TV okay, but yeah, it's basically a run and gun sort of shooter. It's incredibly simplistic. You run around and you shoot stuff. It is so much fun though. And this is like an era like the PS1 where it just like games were just, not all games, like there are some very deep games with stories and stuff like that, but a lot of games were just super like simple, you know. Mega Drive as well, like just a lot of very basic games, but they're fun, man, and this is fun. It reminds me of like Hotline Miami, if anyone's ever played that. With this though, you don't die instantly, like you do have a health bar and stuff. But the way you just walk into a room, shoot everyone in sight, and they turn into red smush, that's like very Hotline Miami-esque. And it's fun. I mean, look at it. I'm creating tomatoes out of people. Like, there's nothing that isn't fun about that. So yeah, this is it, guys. This is the entire game right here. Like, what you're seeing right now, the whole game is going to be like this. I don't know how long the game's going to be. But yeah, there's not gonna be some crazy twists and turns with the story. I don't even know if there is a story, to be honest with you. Like, I loaded the game up. I mean, it's called Loaded, which is kind of ironic. I turned to smush there. But yeah, I loaded the game up, and you were straight into the action, like straight away. So yeah, it's just, I don't know, I like this era. Like, 'cause like nowadays with like modern games, you feel like games are like, they have always got to be like 400 hours. They've got to have a mega complex story with lore. Sometimes I just want to put a game in the console,
and shoot people. You know, I want it to be that simple. So in this era of gaming, like retro gaming, you get a lot of that. You don't get a lot of that nowadays. So yeah, it's proper fun. I like it. I'm probably not going to play this game just yet, like properly. I'll probably do a full playthrough of it in maybe a month or two. I'm not too sure. My backlog is ridiculous. But we will get round to it, and I am glad that I picked the game up, because it's hard to find, man. Finding the Black Label copy of this, it's damn near impossible. It's just, there's barely any copies. But yeah, that's going to do it, boys. Like I said, I've already recorded 20 minutes of this. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it wasn't the craziest pickups ever in terms of games. I only picked up the one game. So if you guys were expecting me to buy loads of games from CeX, I do apologise. Nonetheless, though, boys, I'm pretty happy with most of my purchases. The Loaded itself is a really cool game. I do want to get that cleaned, though. And if I can't, I'm a little bit like, do I want it sort of thing? Like, do I want to send it back? Because I mean, that's okay. Like, I'm not massively happy about the white bit there. I'm not happy about it on the spine, though, because you'll see it on the shelf. Like, it will stand out like a bleeding sore thumb. Look, I mean, look at it. It looks awful, so I'm hoping I can wipe it clean. If I can't, then there is a good chance I might try and send that back, but it is such a hard game to get that it's going to be a pain in the arse. I think there's only like 2 Black Label copies in stock, and yeah, I don't know. We'll see, boys, we'll see. Also, I need to get the disc for that as well, because there's a missing disc. I need to find out what that is and if it's expensive. I am really blurry. Right, then, guys, I'm going to wrap up the episode there, because my dog, he's ready to go. He wants to go out for a walk or something. So yeah, that's going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like the video, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one, all right? Peace.